The man we love to hate is my guest today on Hangout with Cheers. He's the Black Stars captain and also a striker for Kayserispor, Asamoah Gyan. Welcome to Hangout on Cheers.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How long have you been in Ghana?
Let me say a month. Yeah, a month.
How
Yeah.
has it been?
So busy going up and down. And, yeah. Actually, I took a week off to go see my kids in London. Yeah, so it's been just traveling here and there. Busy.
It's good to have you here, though. Let's start with the World Cup because that's what's currently ongoing now. Do you, as a captain of the Black Stars, do you regret not being part of it?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel sad when people start commenting about Ghana not being there. You know, this is the time I feel it because there might be games going on and then people say, "Oh, Ghana should have been there. Ghana would have done this. Ghana would have done this." That is where sometimes it hits me a lot. But it's life. It is football. So sometimes you do the right thing. Sometimes you do the wrong things. We should have qualified. We couldn't. Other African countries qualify, so we need to support them.
Ghana should have been there. Ghana would have done better. Why didn't you qualify? What do you think didn't make you guys qualify?
Yeah, we played a qualifier and we didn't qualify. That is all I can say. We always go out there to make sure we win games to qualify, but it couldn't happen. But this is football, sometimes things happen.
Let's talk about football now. How did you get into football?
I would say my older brother, Asamoah Gyan, he inspired me a lot. I saw him when I was growing up because there was a time anywhere he goes, he tries to take me along with him. Even till now, when people see me, they ask my brother like, "Is he the one you brought with you? Like, is he the small guy?" Yeah, so because he's been taking me everywhere, so anything he does, I try to do it. At that time, anything he was doing, I just try to follow his footsteps, and that inspired me to start football. But I started at a tender age. I started at the age of 8. So that was when I started playing.
You started at the age of 8, and now there are people who have said that you're tired and you need to retire. And how does that make you feel?
Sometimes I laugh. I'll be 32 in November, and sometimes people say it. Yeah, of course they say it, and I don't blame them because they saw me when they were growing up. I made my debut in 2003 when I was 17 years. So sometimes I do ask them questions like, in 2003, how old were you? They say, "Oh, we saw you. I was in class 6. I was in this." Yeah, here am I now. I'm being one of the most consistent players in the national team history. This is my 15th year, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. But everybody has got his or her opinion. Like, he's that. But I don't blame them because recently I've been battling injuries, which doesn't allow me to be 100%, the way I want to play. But people have their own opinion. They can say I'm old and stuff, but when the time comes and I start scoring, and they will know, because they started saying it since 2003 when I was even 20. 2006 when I was 20, they said I was old and stuff, but here am I now.
People say that you're tired. Are you tired?
Tired?
You've been doing this for 15 years, you say. Are you tired?
I'm not. That is what they feel. I'm mentally strong here. Like, the willingness is there. Football is all about dedication. I'm still dedicated. It will get to a time that desire will not be there anymore, and then that is the time I will say, hey, that's it, because I'm somebody who tries to give 100% in anything I do. So if I see I'm not being able to give 100%, then I'll just call it a quit, because this sport is you have to dedicate yourself to the sport. But like, for example, for now, if I'm sitting down 2 days without training, I have to realize I've missed something. I have to do something. I have to work out. But if I get to a time that I don't care, it means I have to stop.
Right. Do you think that you have gotten the career that you set out to achieve when you were following your brother to all the places?
Yeah, I would say yeah. People expected me to play in the top leagues, top clubs in the world, but it didn't happen. I'm still playing. I had many opportunities, but at the end of the day, I decide how my career to go about, and I don't regret at all. Like for what I've achieved, I'm okay.
You're very fine now. At what age do you think you retire from?
It depends. You just have to see your situation. You just have to see your willingness, like everything, before you can decide. Because maybe 5 years ago there were some things I could have done easily, but maybe now I cannot do it. Due to the injuries, I have to evaluate it. I have to be consistent on the field, because I don't remember the last time I played 10 games in a row. So I have to evaluate all these things, make sure I'm injury free, and then when I start playing consistently and I feel like I'm not the same, that is where I'll start to think.
But you're looking at having a very good season this time, right?
Yeah, this season will be one of the important seasons, because I didn't get a good season the last season wasn't good due to injuries. I couldn't do what I want, and right now this season is going to be very, very important for me. I have to just prepare mentally and physically, especially physically. I have to be physically fit, and then we see what happens, because as I always say, when I'm fit and I'm on the field, I know what I can do. So
I'll come to when you're fit and you're on the field and the things that you're able to do. But are there some career decisions that you regret making?
No, not at all. Not at all. Somebody might say he left the Premiership and then he went to Dubai. Okay, some people can debate on that, but personally, I felt it was the best move. My career outside football and everything, financially, like everything, because I had a good deal, which I thought it was important to me. I had to decide with my team. We came up with a decision. I had to move, and right now, what are we seeing? Those moves that people criticize me about now, the same guy set up companies for people to work, and people are benefiting from it. So I would say I didn't do this for myself. I did it for the people. So me moving to those areas, I haven't regret at all.
Aside helping the ordinary Ghanaian, setting up businesses as it being one of the highest points of your career, what else do you think you have achieved, or what else have you achieved that you are super proud of?
There are a lot, but now it's not over yet. But I'm the all-time Ghanaian scorer ever.
I mean, that cannot be underplayed.
It's underplayed.
No, well, not on Cheers. We know that you're a living legend, and so it cannot be taken away from you. But I know that conversation has come up a few times. How does that make you feel?
Sometimes I give credit to my teammates, those I started with, because without them I wouldn't have been where I am. We play football. 11 players play in a team, So I always thank them for what they've done for me throughout these years. I always thank the critics. I always thank everybody, because sometimes I also like challenges. When people criticize me, I want to prove them wrong, and that is what happens. Like, it goes on and on and on, and I keep doing what I have to do. Sometimes people don't appreciate it. I have to just convince them to appreciate it. This is life. Yeah, it's all about challenges, and I'm enjoying it.
What has been the lowest point of your career, aside the penalty you missed in Uruguay?
That is all I can say, and that is all I can say. People can say about me.
Does it still haunt you?
Yeah, it haunts me every time. Like, I wish I could turn things around, but if we get to that stage and we get that penalty, like, I'll just step up. I'm sure I will just step up. But if it doesn't happen, like, life goes on. But it haunts me, like, every time. I wish I could reverse it again, but it's life. Life goes on. You just need to stay focused and continue. Maybe my son can do it for me. So we'll see.
We'll talk about your family in a little while. But what do you make of all the fracas going on in Ghana football? You are a top player in this country. You are the captain of the Black Stars. How does it make you feel seeing all of these things, that football has come to a standstill and everything is all over the place?
One thing I would say is, in the beginning of our World Cup qualification, I said it, and I will say it all over again. Football with politics will not work. That is the only thing I can say right now. I said it before the qualification, and this is what we're witnessing now. You cannot put politics into football. That is the only thing I can say for now. I don't want to go further, but politics into football will not work.
When the whole Anas thing was exposed, the video was premiered, and you said that Ghanaians should rather support the game between Iceland and Japan. You got all the backlash. I mean, I think you're one person that has received a lot of backlash in this country, but you still have survived it. At that particular point when you were calling for the support and with all the backlash you got, how did it make you feel?
For me, personally, it comes with the territory, because despite people bash me, when I go out, that's it. They also love me when I go out. And this, when we talk about experience, you should experience all these things. You cannot only enjoy without going through bitterness. You understand? And me, what I know is people know the truth about me. They know what I can do and stuff. But so if they bash me, sometimes I feel like it comes with the territory. And that day I tweeted, the national team was playing. And honestly, everybody can be honest to him or herself or something. Everybody knows football is the number one in this country. Football made Ghana. You understand? Football is the strongest sport that brings people together. So, if a whole national team is playing a game and we only emphasizing on what is going on, I was just encouraging people. I was just trying to remind people that the national team is playing, because if they can remember 2006, there were so many people who doesn't know Ghana, and people were there. Like, we have citizens that go out from the country, as soon as they mention Ghana, they don't mention anybody's name. They mention the footballer's name. You understand? And it makes them feel so proud about us. So if the national team is playing, I was just saying, like, we should support them, and then people started bashing me. So I just laugh. I just sit down and laugh, because I know they don't know what they are saying. You understand? And when something happens, you don't look at just one side. You have to look at both sides. And then people started. So it comes with territory. So I'll just have to deal with it.
Do you get the feeling that Ghanaians have sort of lost the confidence they reposed in the Black Stars? How do you guys work, or how are you working on getting that confidence and the love back?
Yeah, that's true. People have lost huge interest. Like, it's crazy. People have lost, but everything depends on us. We have to make sure we turn things around. Especially the South African Cup of Nations coming up. You know, if we are able to win it, I'm sure we'll get the love back. And this is what we're working on right now. We have to make sure we keep winning to make people happy. Sometimes it happens. People are not really happy right now with the Black Stars, but it's normal. It has happened in so many countries, especially Cameroon. Before they won the African Cup, there were a lot of people who didn't want to even see the players. They turned things around. Why not? We can also do it. So we have to start winning. We have to keep focused and then do what we do best. But I'm sure if we're able to turn things around, we'll get a love back.
So you talk about, hoping to win the African Cup of Nations. The World Cup is ahead of us in 2022 in Qatar. Instead of just wishing and hoping, what is you and your team members working on, or what do you think it will take you or you have to do to qualify to get there?
Yeah, we have to come together, plan something, behind the scene, and then we make sure we qualify first. That is the most important thing, because as I always say, talk is cheap. You can say whatever you want to say, but if you don't deliver, then it's meaningless, you know. So I don't deal with that, because football is a teamwork. It's not about boxing. Somebody will say, I will knock you out in round, because it's just a single person fighting, but it's a teamwork. I can say we will qualify. I can say that. I can say we're going to score 20. But I'm not going to play alone, because I'm going to play against a lot of people. I'm going to play against a team. So this is a situation where that we have to just come together and then plan on what we approach the qualifier, and then make sure we qualify. Then we take it from there.
If you're ever called by the president or anyone to be and you're offered any position in the FA, would you take it?
For now, it doesn't occur to me. Like, seriously, I haven't thought about these things. You know, I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman. Despite I'm a professional footballer, I only think about my business. But you might not know tomorrow, so we'll see. If I intend working for the government, is for me to help the people of the nation as a good citizen. So why not? But I don't really know for now.
You are doing a lot of investments with businesses and trying to help people. What is behind that? And are you getting the support that you need?
We are trying. I would say that is all I can say. Like, we are trying. I'm a business-minded person. Secondly, I don't want to end up being, say, broke, you know, after my career, because I've seen a lot of colleagues struggling after their career, and this is my main focus, you know. And me being there, I want to turn things around. I want all my colleagues who are coming up, the young ones, to know we can do it, because sometimes people underestimate with a footballer. They'll say, oh, okay, he's playing for now, he's earning. At the end of his career, he hasn't get anything to do. So I'm trying. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to turn things around. I want to show the young ones who are coming out, like, they can do it, you know. So it's part of my business. I've got a business. I'm a business-minded person, and secondly, I try to motivate the young ones who are coming. You know, that is my main thing to do. So that is what I'm doing now.
How is the sports bar doing?
Yeah, we just opened the sports bar. We hope for the better. It will depend on us, the way we're gonna manage the place, you know. So it's part of the business, you know. Yeah, business, if you don't manage it well, definitely you will end up losing. So it's like any other business. So we are just trying to do our best.
All right, so that was Asamoah Gyan, the captain for the Black Stars and a striker for Kayserispor. Thank you so much for talking to us, and thank you for watching. Next week, we'll bring you an all-new exciting edition of Hangouts with another football star.